Councillor Rennie.
Okay, thank you. Yep, so we've been able to clarify that for you. So again, just take us to page 326 and it's section 7.2. The point of clarification here is it should be there is no statutory right to paid carers leave, but the council will allow employees with 26 weeks service the right to request time off. So there's actually a word omitted there. To then go back to the explanation for that, though, AI is correct in this occasion, in that the Carers Leave Act 2023 includes a statutory right to unpaid carers leave. But what we are providing for is for paid carers leave, which actually goes beyond that legislation and is an enhanced benefit for our staff.
We can add that one in.
We can add that one word in, yeah, just to clarify that.
You need a formal amendment for that then? Do you want to propose the amendment?
I've never done this before, but I will. So I would just like to put an amendment in that on point 7.2 on page 326, we add the word paid into the sentence to confirm it as paid carers leave.
We have a second for that. Mr. Any comments on that before we go to the vote on that one? So, can I have a show of hands for agreeing that amendment? That's unanimous. Right.
Instructs the position yet.
Are there any further questions actually on the carers policy? And then we'll go to debate. So no further questions. Debate on both policies together. Councillor Holden.
Just to kind of mind an observation more than anything else. I'm obviously happy to support both policies. And I've always been reminded when it comes to sort of work-life balance with these things that it's almost like the US Declaration of Independence, but pursuit of happiness section. An employer doesn't have a right to make somebody unhappy. And as long as it's not affecting the way we work and the way we conduct our business, we should do everything we can to facilitate that happiness. And I think that's a good balance.
Thank you. So, can I move it to the vote that we agree both policies with the amendment that Ginny has put forward? Can I have a show of hands, please? It's unanimous. Thank you.
Got your name. So, thank you. Moving on to the last paper today in motion 11 from Jane. Can hit.
Thanks, Vice Convener. The purpose of this motion is to officially recognise Sauchie as a town rather than a village. In November 2025, Scotland's Towns Partnership in collaboration with Stirling University's Understanding Scottish Places initiative reclassified a number of villages as towns, and Sauchie was one of them. Sauchie plays a significant role within Clackmannanshire and has upheld strong community values for many years. It's a vibrant community with a can-do attitude and one which I'm honoured to represent on Clackmannanshire Council. Sauchie Community Group goes above and beyond to meet the needs of the Sauchie community and never fails to impress me with their innovative ideas, projects and community services. And going a step further, as always, to celebrate the new township, they organised a Burns Themes community event last Tuesday, which was an absolute delight and a huge turnout, Community spirit at its best. More recently, we have the inception of a revived Sauchie Public Hall. Since taking on responsibility for the services delivered there, the Development Trust is making impressive progress. I think I can speak for the whole of the council when I wish them well in their future endeavours. Our community partners are hugely valued in Clackmannanshire. The landscape of Sauchie is also changing, with the Sauchie West housing development growing almost daily, further adding to the population of Sauchie. And the main street will soon welcome a new occupant, filling a large area that is sure to brighten up the street. So I'll end by saying congratulations to Sauchie and by asking Council to support this motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane. Councillor Hamilton, Wendy.
Thanks, Vice Convener. I'm genuinely delighted to second this motion. Sauchie's redesignation as a town is so much more than a change in terminology. It is a celebration of the people who make Sauchie what it is. This recognition reflects decades of community pride, neighbourliness, and the kind of quiet determination that defines Sauchie's character. Acknowledges the volunteers who show up time and again, the local groups who bring life to the area, and the families who support one another through every challenge. I also want to sincerely thank Councillor McTaggart for bringing this motion forward. It is fitting that this recognition comes from someone who understands Sauchie's spirit and has championed its communities for years. This motion gives us the opportunity to formally acknowledge what Sauchie residents have always known, that theirs is a place full of heart, resilience and ambition. I'm happy to second this.
Thank you. Any further comments? Janine, Councillor Rennie, and then Councillor Holden.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Councillor McTaggart for bringing this forward. I think it's so important to acknowledge the work of the Sauchie community, and I completely concur in terms of the Sauchie community group. I mean, it's one of the nicest sort of committees that you'll go along to in terms of the people there, and they do go the extra mile, and you only need to go down and see the kind of community garden they've got and all the different aspects of that, and the amount of events that are put on for the community and the amount that they do for the community. It's absolutely amazing. And also to acknowledge the work with the kind of Sauchie Hall moving forward, which people have really got stuck into that and taken that forward as well. So it's an amazing community to be part of. I've been really proud of it, to be part of that community, and it's really great to see this. But you know, we all work together, like myself and Jane and Wendy in that area, rather than working as sort of political groups opposite each other. So I really appreciate that, and I think it's excellent to acknowledge the work that's been going on in that area. So thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Holden.
Thanks, Deputy Convener. Just to thank Jane for bringing this up. At first I thought it was a shameless attempt at ingratiation to the Sauchie community, but I soon realised that it wasn't. No, because there's a serious point here. I wasn't aware of it. I didn't know that Sauchie had been redesignated in that way.
Sauchie until I pointed it out to them.
Well, no. But it's true. It's quite a remarkable thing. I'm not sure I want to encourage secessionist movements in Clackmannanshire, but you know, sort of from Alloa, I should say, because it was always really considered as being part of Alloa, wasn't it? Historically, that was always the way it was. But as somebody who's lived there all about 2 minutes, I think I would concur with what's been said. It has got a strong community sentiment, and it is. And Janine stole my thunder here, because at Christmas was quite remarkable, the work that was done in the community area, with the garden, the lights and all the rest of it, and complete with Keith and his wife standing dressed up as bears and going up like that. Was quite funny. But anyway, no, the Sauchie has got a very strong sense of community, and I think it's right that we acknowledge the fact that it's regarded as a town, albeit it's Alloa's loss. But anyway, I'm happy to support it.
Okay, any further comments from members? Kathleen?
Just to say that our former convener, Jim Miller, would have been really proud to see this day in my mum's family, Tories. Because they had a lot to do with what went on in Sauchie. So it's excellent, well done, Jane, and well done to the work that they've put in, you know, totally agree. So thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure your former province would also have quite a bit to say as well.
Sorry, yeah.
No problem. Any further comments on the paper, on the motion? Jane, do you want to sum up?
Just to say thanks to members for their comments. And Sauchie is quite unique, although it is, as Councillor Holden has said, almost sort of tagged on to Alloa. There's a vague line somewhere between Alloa and Sauchie. It's got an entirely different outlook, especially to community spirit. And I'm sure now that Councillor Holden's a resident, he'll find that out even more. And I'd just like to thank everybody that puts in so much effort. That thing on Tuesday night was phenomenal. It was only muted just before Christmas about the town rather than a village. And of course, Sauchie Community Group we're like a runaway train getting this all organised, and so thanks for everybody's comments and thanks for accepting the motion.
Thank you, Jane, for bringing that forward, and I can confirm there was a real community spirit there. You could really see why Sockie's on the map there, and of course there were asked to the councillors present that appropriate signage be considered by the council, and that's what part of Jane's motion is all about. So can I have a show of hands, please, that we agree with that motion? Again, that's unanimous.
Will you take that?
Quick liberty as well before conclude the meeting. The spokesperson for education, Graham Lindsay, and myself attended yesterday the 180th anniversary establishment of Muckert Primary School on its existing site, which may be the oldest established primary school in Clackmannanshire, I don't know, but I would certainly like the minute to reflect the congratulations to Muckert Primary School on the 180th anniversary. So thank you for that, and thank you for your attendance today.